Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham. Just doing a little joint for y'all, man. So what I want to talk about today is how you gotta be aware. You gotta be aware of the conversation when you're talking to a female, especially when you're talking to a chick that feel like she know you. You understand? You got to be aware of the conversation. You got to be aware of what's going on in the conversation, where you're paying attention to more than just whatever she's saying. You're paying attention to how she's saying it. You're paying attention to her tone, the pace with which she speaks to you. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that shit. Like you got to pay attention to it, because let me tell you something with these chicks, bro. They are super slick. They are slick with the bullshit. They are slick. And what happens is, if you're not aware of what's going on, they feel like they're getting away with some shit, and you gotta check them. And it's not always the type of shit where you gotta, be on some smack a bitch shit, or, scream on a bitch or whatever. Like sometimes you just have to, what I call redirect them. You understand what I'm saying? You have to redirect them. Like if you walk in a dog and you walking straight and the dog start to move off to the side, you gotta snag that collar real quick. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta treat your bitch. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta be aware of what's going on in the conversation. So like for example, if you're telling a chick to get something done, and then all out of nowhere she starts talking to you about your tone. She starts trying to check you about your tone. She's like, is that the way you talk to me? Or she might say some shit like that. Like, oh, well, why are you raising your voice? Or why do you sound like that? And then she knows she's fucking up, and she's trying to deflect it back on you, which is why you have to be aware of what's going on in the situation. And the situation is that she knows she's supposed to be getting something done. You directed her to be getting something done. Maybe she's having a little bit of difficulties getting it done, but you can't. So then what happens is, when she's having the difficulties getting it done, she starts to, and then you're like, trying to encourage her to get it done. Because she's having the difficulties, she starts to that frustration with the difficulties, she starts to take that out on you. She tries to check your tone. She tries to check what you're doing. When the bottom line of the situation is, we both discussed and agreed, you understand? And not even agreed, but there's an understanding between you and I that you have to get something done. So if you're having trouble getting it done, then I'm your man. Come to me. Let me know that you're having trouble getting it done. But don't try to change the subject and tell me, oh, well, watch your tone, or why you talking to me like that and all of this shit. The reason why I'm talking to you like that is because you're supposed to be getting something done. You know you're supposed to be getting it done. I know you're supposed to be getting it done. But we sitting here talking about the tone of my voice and all of this other shit. You can't let these chicks Jedi mind trick you. That's why you got to stay focused on what it is you want out of these chicks, bro. You got to stay focused on what it is you want. And then once you're focused, you don't let none of that shit sway you, and you don't let them change your direction. You redirect them back to the task at hand, back to the thing that she needed to get done. You redirect her back to that shit. You understand? And you don't have to, and you don't even have to be nasty about it. You don't have to curse about it. You don't have to be no way about it. You just remind her of the truth of the situation. The truth of the situation is, this conversation has nothing to do with my tone. This conversation has nothing to do with the level of volume in my voice. This conversation has everything to do with the fact that you were supposed to get something done, and it's not done yet. You understand? And if you're having trouble getting it done, then it's your job to come to me as your man, as your leader, as your director, to help you to get it done if you're having trouble. You understand? So I just wanted to tell y'all that, man. Be aware of the conversation. Be aware of your interactions with these females, and don't let them redirect you. You redirect them. All right, fellas. That's pretty much it, man. This is your boy Miles Cunningham. Check out the Bad Boy membership at www.badboymembership.com. Sign up for that, man. We got a sale going on, where you get a bunch of bonuses on that. So check that out. Go to Patreon, Patreon.com/Mr. Lucario. Check that out. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.